Hi, welcome to online English class. This is level 1, lesson 21, which starts on June 15th. This is part 1. In this video, we're doing the warm-up, and then we're doing past tense. You are probably watching this video between June 15th and June 21st. This video was filmed on June 11th, 2020. And remember, this is the last week of English class. So June 15th is the last week of English class. After that, we have summer break. So let's start the warm-up. The day is Thursday. The date is June 11th, 2020. The date in numbers is 06/11/2020. 06/11/2020. June 11th, 2020. Let's look at the weather. So today is Thursday. It is currently 7 p.m., so 7 in the evening. It is sunny. It is 80 degrees out right now, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. If we look at the daily forecast, we can see the temperature range for today. So the high temperature is 85, the low temperature is 66. We can see that the precipitation, or the chance of rain, is 1%. And the wind is moving at 9 miles per hour. All right, so the weather is sunny. There is a 1% chance of rain. Where do we get the 1%? Here, the precipitation, or the chance of rain, is 1%. Because there is a 1% chance of rain, that means there's no rain today. So it probably will not rain today. It probably will not rain today. Is today windy? Is it windy today? Let's look at the wind. The wind is moving at 9 miles per hour. So we can say it's a little windy. 9 miles per hour is how fast you can drive in a parking lot. Or if you go to the store, inside the store, the parking lot, you can drive about 5 or 10 miles per hour. So today is a little windy. The wind's not very fast. It's a little windy. Let's look at the temperature range. So, the high temperature is 85, the low temperature is 66. So the temperature today is between these two numbers. The temperature range is from 66 to 85 degrees. Let's look at the current temperature. The current temperature, the temperature right now, is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It feels warm. Yesterday. When we talk about yesterday, we change the verb to past tense. So we say yesterday, the weather was. Yesterday, the weather was rainy. Tomorrow. For tomorrow, we can use to be going to be. The weather is going to be. So this is in the future. Let's look at the weather tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. It says partly cloudy on Friday. Tomorrow the weather is going to be partly cloudy. Okay, so let's review the past tense. In the past tense, we have the regulars and the irregulars. The regular and the irregular. Okay, so the regular verbs, we use rules 2, 3, and 4. And all regular verbs end with the letters ed. Regular verbs always end with the letters ed in past tense. The irregular verbs are the verbs that are different. We use rule number 1. For irregular verbs, we use the list of irregular verbs. All of the irregular verbs are here. All of the regular or the normal verbs, we have rules 2, 3, and 4. So let's practice rule number 2. Rule number 2 is for verbs that end with the letter Y. So let's do cry. Cry is a verb that ends with the letter the letter Y. So what do? We take out the letter Y and we add IED. So we change Y to IED. Cry becomes cried. Now let's do rule number 3. Rule number 3 is for verbs that end with the letter E. If the verb ends with the letter E, we add D. So let's use the word charge. Charge. Charge means to give something power. So every night I charge my phone. I charge the batteries on my phone. I charge my computer. Some people can, what else can you charge? You can charge anything with batteries. You give it electricity. So that's the word charge. In the past tense, we write the letter D. Charged. Charge, charged. Last night, the baby cried. I charged my phone last night. And then we have rule number 4. Rule number 4 is just for regular verbs. So they don't do number 2 and there's no number 3, just 4. If everything is no, then we add ed. So let's use the word jump. The verb jump. The verb jump does not end with Y, and it does not end with E. So we just write ed. Jumped. So, cried, charged, jumped. All of these verbs end with the letters ed because they are regular. Regular verbs always end with the letters ed in past tense. Now, let's talk about the irregular verbs. The irregular verbs are here. So, in this class, we learned all of these words on the left side. The words on the right side are extra. So on the left, we have the important verbs. These are the verbs you need to know. So you don't really need to know this one for now. But these are the important words. So to be, do, have, make, and go. These are important. And then we have perception words. These are words about listening, or seeing, or feeling, or tasting. Perception. Perception means you can see it or you can hear it. So we have tell, say, see, hear, write, read, think, feel, know, understand. And in the past, we have told, said, saw, heard, wrote, read, thought, felt, knew, understood. So now you should know all of these words. These words should be no problem for you. The important verbs and the perception verbs, they should be easy by now. Next, we have the taking verbs. So we have get, got, take, took, give, gave, buy, bought, sell, sold, pay, paid, put, hold, held, bring, brought, send, sent. And then we have the movement verbs. These are the verbs about moving. You go somewhere. Come, came, run, ran, drive, drove, begin, began, sit, sat, leave, left. The verbs on the left side here, we learn all of these words in level 1. These are the irregular verbs. Okay, so let's look at how we write sentences. When we have a question, we use do or does in the present tense. In the past, we change do or does to did. The verb after did does not change. So in the present, we have, do you empty the trash? In the past, we changed do to did. The verb after did stays the same. Did you empty the trash? So we can say yes, I emptied. Because the verb empty ends with the letter Y, we change Y to IED. Yes, I emptied the trash. So in questions, we use the word do or does. In the past tense, we use the word did. For negatives, for sentences with no or not, we use don't or doesn't in present tense. In past tense, we use didn't. The verb after didn't does not change. So, in the present, we have she does not empty the trash. She doesn't empty the trash. We have doesn't, and then we have empty. In the past, we have she didn't empty the trash. We change doesn't to didn't, and then the verb after didn't stays the same. Now, let's open our books to page 22. Open your books to page 22. Page 22 is in Unit 2. In Unit 2, we learned the verb to be, and we learned about words that tell us where objects are. So we have questions like, where are the pencils? So a question like, where are the pencils, is in present tense. But what if we want to ask in the past? We want to ask this question in the past. Well, we're using the verb to be. And to be is irregular. We have am and is. With am and is, we say was. So I am becomes I was. It is becomes it was. And then we have are. You are, we are, they are. Are becomes were. You were, they were, we were. So we have the present, and we have the past. Am or is becomes was. Are becomes were. Okay, so let's review lesson C first. We learned about singular and plural nouns. Singular means one. How many? One. Plural means many. Two or more. Plural means many, two or more. Singular means one. So, when we ask questions, we're asking about the pencil. How many is the pencil? One. So with one, we say is. We say, where is the pencil? Or is the pencil on the table? Now we have pencils. Pencil with the letter S at the end. This means there are many pencils. There's two or more pencils. So we use the plural. We say are. Are the pencils on the table? Or where are the pencils? Okay, so now we know that is and are is was. Sorry, am and is becomes was. The verb are becomes were. So this sentence, where is the pencil? Where is, you can't see that. Let's fix that. This sentence, where is the pencil? Can we write this sentence in past tense? So in past tense, we change the verb is to was. Where was the pencil? Where was the pencil? Okay. So now let's answer the question. In the present, we say, where is the pencil? It is under the table. So let's change is. We change is to was. It was under the table. Where was the pencil? It was under the table. So now let's look at the next page at the top. Here we need to complete the sentences and we use is or are. But I want to complete the sentences in the past, so we will use was and were. Number 1, where is the laptop computer? We know we're using is because there is no S in laptop or computer. So this is only one computer. So we say is. But in the past, we say was. Where was the laptop computer? Number 2, where blank the notebooks? The notebooks, because there's an S here, we know there is more than one. If there's more than one, we say they are, or they were. Because we are talking about the past, we say they were. So we say, where were the notebooks? Where were the notebooks? 3, calendar. Calendar, there's no S after the word calendar. So we know there is one calendar. Is, where is the calendar? Past tense, where was the calendar? So stop the video, do number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 4, where the dictionary? The dictionary, no S, we know there's one, so in present we say, where is the dictionary? Where is the dictionary? Where was the dictionary? 5, the maps. S, the maps. There's more than one, so where are the maps? Where were the maps in the past? Where were the maps yesterday? 6, pencil. There's one pencil, so we say, where was the pencil? Where was the pencil this morning? 7, calculator. There's one calculator. Where was the calculator last week? 8, books. Books with the letter S. So we know there's a lot. There's more than one. Were. Where were the books 3 hours ago? Where were the books 3 hours ago? In the past. So when we ask questions about where things are, we say was or were. We use was for one thing and we use were for many things. We also have, we have I, he, she, it, and then we have you, we, they. I, he, she, it was, you, we, they were. I was, he was, she was, it was, you were, we were, they were. So, we were practicing asking questions about objects, items. Now let's talk about people. Where were you last Thursday? Where were you last Thursday? If we were talking about the present, we say, where are you? But because this is last Thursday in the past, we say, where were you last Thursday? And we say, I was at the store. I was at home, at work. So let's try to write this sentence about she. Where was she yesterday? Where was she yesterday? We can say she was not at work. Where was she yesterday? She was not at work. Where was she yesterday? She was not at work. She was at home. This sentence is a negative sentence, a no or a not sentence. She was not at work. She was at home.